Alright, here at No Reserve we have this killer all original 93 Toyota extended cab. It's a sr5 short bed 4x4. It's got the 3.0 V6 5-speed manual transmission. No accidents, clean Washington title, all 100% original paint and body. This truck is really bone stock. It's got its original wheels, still got all the original center caps, which are hard to find. And amazingly, it still has the original Toyota plug that goes in the receiver hitch after almost 30 years, and it has both its front and rear license plate frames. Here at Washington, the plates don't go with the truck, so we pulled those off. But it's just a really crisp and clean. It's this dark graphite gray, which is a really hard to find color, and then it's got the gray interior. So it's got the silver sr5 striped on the side. These trucks are getting to be extremely hard to find, especially clean original trucks that haven't been tampered with or beaten. So we're going to go ahead and do the walk around video. It's not too far away from 30 years old, so you do have some of your typical. It's got about 200,000 miles, so you have your little stone chips that go along the front. The black around the headlights and the center grille is a little faded and chipped up, but the cool thing is you got a tape line right here. It's easy to follow. You could easily shoot that with some satin black. All the chrome's really nice. It's got a little scuff, little ding right here with some scuffing in the chrome, but there's also some scratches that came along with that. I mean, it's the lower valance. Still got your hook in place. All the lights are nice. They have some aftermarket headlights. A little fading on the corners of lights, but there's no cracks, chips. It looks like this one has a very little stone chip right there, but no condensation going on in there. You will find some, some little chips on the top of the hood. Looks like maybe a tree sap area that was addressed at one point. Windshield's got no cracks. It does have a couple of tiny little pepper chips right there, and then one right down there. But let's go ahead and get wrapping around here. How's your usual, wear and tear from, last couple decades with tiny little stone chips that you'll find throughout the body. On the side, you do have a, thin hairline scratch right here. Still has its original mud flaps at all four corners. Doesn't have a whole lot of stone chips along here, which is because of how far these mud flaps go down, which is awesome to see. But you will find some little ones here and there, but a lot less than you'd expect. It's got a little ding, little door ding right here with some paint that's scratched off of it. All the glass besides the windshield is original. Still got the Toyota emblem. It's got these aftermarket vent shades, but these pop right out. The roof's in really nice shape. No dents or anything like that. No holes drilled. A couple little surface scratches here. Little surface scratch. Did have a canopy on it that rubbed right here and right there most of its life. The front bulkhead's nice and straight. But you can see this truck is super straight throughout. Tires look like they're almost new in tread, the 311050s. Bedside does have a couple little side loading scratches right here. Some paint's that's chipped off right here. The decal is in really nice shape. No chipping or anything. Take you around here. The back bumper is in great shape. All the chrome around this truck's got really nice deep reflection still. You got a little scratch on the ding here. Of course, you got some top loading scratches, little ones here. Little chips like this. It looks like at some point they spilled something in the bed and it took a little bit, spilled down here and took a little bit of the paint off with it underneath the tailgate. So you could scuff this up and just shoot it satin black or something. But bed's in really nice shape because they had the canopy on it most of its life. I mean, you look at the wheel wells have no dents or anything. They got nice shiny paint, but the ridges they had a rubber mat in it, so they do have some wearing there. It looks like after whatever they spilt in there that took away the paint, looks like they taped it off and primered up that area a long time ago. Tailgate shuts nice. Both tail lights got good color. A little bit scratching and fading, but again, you got some side loading scratches here. This is the worst of it on this truck. You have some weird scratches here. A couple right there, and then it looks like took like some tree sap may have dripped on it, so you might be able to get that out. But other than that, really clean, just your minor stone chips that we're talking about. No paint work. It's 100% original paint. You'll look throughout this thing. You'll look at the jams. There's no tape marks or anything like that. So we'll start here at the passenger side of the interior. The interior is really nice. You look at the passenger side door panel, pretty much it has a little bit of fading around here on this plastics, but the top is really nice. It doesn't look like the door panel's ever been pulled off. It's nice and tight to the door. The lower pocket's in nice shape. The rubber's in nice shape. You know, no rust. Really nice clean hinge area. It's got some nice full floor mats. You know, you do have a little bit of scuffing in the glove box. A little bit of scuffing here on the center console, you know, just from items being in there. It's a little scratched up and scuffed up here just from going in for that seat belt, people's rings or whatever. But the passenger side seat is really pretty much perfect. The plastic's not broken or pull away. It's not flat here. There's no holes or marks. It's just really killer condition. No cracks or fading on the top of the dash. You know, still got its original stereo. The boot should have a little plastic piece here, but other than that, it's a nice shape. You know, minimal, still got the decal for the shifter. Visor's perfect, no holes, doesn't smell in here. There's no cigarette burns. Got the rear seat with the jump ups. Got a little bit of scuffing on the panel here from entry. You got your access panels, all these. You know, the carpets are a little discolored in some areas because they're light gray. Same with, you know, up front, you pull the mats up, but I mean, really, for being 1993 gray interior, it's in really nice shape. And these carpet kits are pretty affordable and pretty easy to do. I mean, you could probably spend a couple hours and you'd have a brand new carpet in there. And pretty much, if you did that, this interior would be pretty much as close as you can get to perfect, because the only other wear on this thing is just a little bit on the driver's side entry on the ribs, and then some entry on the steering wheel. But you could put a cover on here and, you know, address the boot and put some carpets in here, and you really could call this interior pretty much perfect. But it looks amazing the way it is. You know, we got 256,000 miles. But you know, there's the VIN decal on every panel still. There's no tape lines, no overspray, no paint work. You know, got a lot of photos underneath, and making up the front skid plate underneath is taken off for photos, so you can see the condition of the frame. But there's also a picture of it installed too. So, you know, the underhood mat is, you know, seen some wear and tear, but you can buy these brand new. You can just pop them off with these plastic pieces, but I left it in there. Almost took it off, but I just left it in there just because the truck is so original and untouched. You can see all the bolt holes, no paint work's been done. VIN decals. Just really, you know, not spotless, but nice and sanitary and honest. So this is going at no reserve. It's gonna be a full 7-day auction. It's a complete 100% original and rust-free truck, so good luck. Alright, here we are for our run and driving video of our little all original 93 Toyota 4x4. You can see how the lights are nice and clear. Just running nice and smooth. No shaking, knocking, or ticking, just that proper 3.0 Toyota sound. Looks like this bulb is burnt out here, but we'll get that addressed. No exhaust leaks. You know, the license plate lights working. Just running nice and smooth. It's kind of crazy. Toyota's one of the only rigs you'll see where the exhaust exits out the driver's side. 201, 256. We're coming up to temperature, good oil pressure, a little over a quarter tank of fuel. Go ahead and turn those off, and the blower motor works nice and smooth at all speeds. You hear it on low there, medium. And then stereos, factory CD player with it. Oh, they lowered with a tape deck. But it sounds nice and smooth. I'm hosting the Posh Party Trend Show. It's a girls' night out. I want you to be there. Alright, you got your wipers. You got the intermediate speeds. It's alright. So both wing windows lock nice and tight. You know, they're going to stay in place going on the road. Both windows roll up nice and smooth. E-brake obviously works. It's 5-speed and we're running. Turn that off. If you want to do the clutch stop, the start cancel, that lights up correctly. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hit the road here, and if traffic allows, hopefully I'll be able to get us some good speeds. As you can see, the hood on the paint's nice and shiny, no cracks in the windshield. It's got an aftermarket antenna. but that just unscrews. It's like a 1 minute job if you want the original one. And then also the driver's side seatbelt, sometimes when you get out, you know, it'll flop down a little bit, kind of like some older rigs, and might get caught in the door if you go to shut it, but you just pull on it and it pulls back up, but it doesn't always do that. So going into second there, just giving it just, you know, medium throttle. See if I can get back here a little bit so you can see the dash. Third gear, you can see it just soaking up the bumps. There's some potholes there, pothole here, bunch of bad patches. Go to fourth gear, and then we'll quickly go into fifth. But I'm gonna get down the highway here. So we're in fifth gear now. We'll downshift to fourth. Gonna make the turn here. So I'm gonna go into third. You can see there's no grinding. Give it a little bit of brake. Go into second. It's got new front brakes up front. Oil's been changed. Nice green coolant, so it's really ready to go. Really tight steering. Drives really nice and straight down the road. Really nice and smooth tires. They get, you know, fill the wheel wells up nice and give it a good look, but they're not loud or rough feeling. Some more patches. Just no rattles, and that's kind of where it comes down to what I love about original trucks. Trucks that haven't been tampered with, that haven't had a bunch of stereos, aftermarket stuff put in. So it's about 4,000 RPMs. And that's just like if you're trying to, you know, medium throttle, you know, not really trying to rush out into traffic. So we're in fifth gear now, really cruising nice with 70, a little under 3,000 RPMs. You know, no smoking or knocking. I mean, it's got good power, you know, feels just like a 3.0 should. They're by no means a dragster, but they're just nice, consistent torque little motors. You can see it drives nice and straight. You know, the steering wheel is nice and straight. It's not pulling all over the place. Same with the brakes. It just brakes smooth. It doesn't pull or shake or hesitate, you know, or do any of those wobbling. All the gauges are looking nice. You know, speedometer needle isn't bouncing around. So that's gonna pull over here and do some back road driving. You know, got your little horn. Sounds just like the Roadrunner horn. Again, I'll downshift. That's fourth, but I'm gonna go into neutral and get on the brakes here so you can see. It's just nice and smooth, you know, no shaking or pulling. Alrighty, so we'll start off in first. Go into second here. There's some potholes here. See, there's a patch. And it's just no rattles. It's just, that's what I love about these nice untouched trucks. They're just killer. Another patch. It's just drives and runs just like you'd expect this era of Toyota pickup to go. No surprises, no questions. And the color is my favorite. This and the white with the teal stripes are my absolute favorite. And then, you know, the red with the silver stripe comes in a close third. The black with the silver stripes is killer looking, but you know, 30-year-old black it's tough to find them real perfect, real nice. I mean, even a 2-year-old black truck is gonna show it all. So the gray is just kind of a timeless look. It'll look good no matter what the trends are, what the era is, what the year is. This truck just has that iconic, you know, Toyota look. This body style Toyota, for most people, when they picture Toyota pickup, this is it. You know, to me, the square bodies, you know, the second gens and these third gens are just killer looking trucks that will always be in style. But we're gonna go through these S curves. As you can see, the ones we did back there, it's just nice and tight, and I'm gonna do another tight left one here. You know, you can see the steering wheel just wants to return to center and go straight as it should. You can see the steering wheel's turning just a little bit like it should go around these corners. If you turn it a whole lot, you know, your steering box is out of control and your front end needs work. So really just a tight truck, and it's going at no reserve, so good luck everybody.